No interest. No interest. And again, we have a lot of veterans coming in tonight free, and we're taking care of their food. We have a lot of great people coming, and we have wounded warriors here tonight, a lot of wounded warriors, great people, our best people. The veterans, the wounded warriors are best, and they're coming in free. And some people are making contributions, but it's only if they want to. If they want, they can make a contribution. We do have people, a woman, $7, $12, $19. We see them coming into the office. And that kind of a donation I want because they invest in the campaign. They feel invested. To me, that's very important. It doesn't amount to a lot when you add it all up, but to me, it's very important. But I turned down a lot of money. I will say the one thing I noticed today, I think I was just told there are 5 or 6 PACs, and they're sort of supporting Trump, is from what I understand, and they're being raised all over the country, PACs, because they want to see something happen with this country, and they want to see something good happen. So, but thank you. And I think, frankly, I think that's terrific. But I don't know any of these people. But they have, I think, 5 or 6 PACs are opening up. Yes, ma'am. Well, I don't see many protesters. I see thousands of people, and there's a few protesters. And I figured you'd ask that question because, no, that's the way it is. CNN is terrible. CNN, you're with CNN? Are you with CNN? Good. You people do not cover us accurately at all. So they have a few protesters outside, and they have thousands of people. And the first question from CNN is about protesters. Yes. Yes?
Settled on a campaign theme song yet?
Well, the theme song, no, but the theme is Make America Great Again. That's the theme. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Can you, I know you're going to be announcing your tax plan soon.
Yes.
But can you explain that and who you're going to raise taxes on?
Okay.
And are you rejecting trickle-down economics?
Okay. So we will be announcing a tax plan over the next 4 weeks, probably sometime during the month of September. Who knows taxes more than me? I know the taxes very well. I would say that probably before the end of September, we'll have a very comprehensive plan. And one of the things will be simplification. And I believe we'll end up with a tax reduction, which to me is very important. The United States, we pay the highest taxes in the world. We're going to be asking for a reduction. So I think overall people are going to be very happy. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
We have a controversial casino law here in Massachusetts. Steve Wynn has something in the works.
Right.
We're not sure exactly how this pans out. When this started, how come you didn't want to build a casino in Massachusetts?
Well, I'm doing so many other things. I know Steve, he's a friend of mine, and I guess that was where it's going, but some other people were also competing. They're also very good. I don't know what the final outcome was. I'm not involved in it.
Is it good for Massachusetts?
It depends on how it all works out, but potentially it could be. Yes.
Female voters that are looking to potentially support you, what do you want to say to them? Because there has been some criticism about
I think the female voters, because Ivanka, my daughter, my wife, they feel so strongly about the women's health issues. And they said to me, there's nobody that feels more strongly than me. It's true. Women's health issues. As you saw, Jeb Bush was really almost against it. It was terrible, where he didn't want to fund women's health issues. And I will tell you, we will work together, and we are going to take care of women. I cherish women. And my daughter and my wife said, you have to talk about that because they know how I feel. Ivanka will be part of the campaign. So will Melania, very much so, after September. So it'll start kicking in really big league. It's hard to believe what we've accomplished, and we're not even in think of that. To be the primary competition, but he's drifted very much to the middle of the pack, and he's rapidly disappearing. So we're going to have to start looking at somebody else. To what?
Your reaction to Eric Cantor's
Can you imagine you ask Eric Cantor to endorse you? Now, Eric Cantor had the biggest loss in the history of the United States Congress. It's never happened where a man in that position loses. And he got primaried. I mean, he lost. And then he says, would Eric Cantor, I wouldn't want his endorsement. Okay? Yeah, go ahead.
You've had a lot of choice words for Boston Mayor Marty Walsh over the last few weeks.
Right.
What would it take for him to ever convince you to make him a running mate?
Marty Walsh? Honestly, I don't know him. I don't know him. He said something nasty about me, and then I said, you failed on the Olympics. I mean, he failed. So I really don't know Marty Welch, in all fairness. I hope he does a good job as mayor, but I have nothing. I really don't know him. I do know Tom Brady, who's great, Bob Kraft, who's great, and Coach Belichick, who's great. Those people I know, but those are real winners. Go ahead. Well, you have a problem of mental health in this country, and we have to take care of people, and we have to find out who these people are, and we have to do something about it because we have a mental health problem more than anything else. You know, if you look at gun violence, use the word gun violence. Chicago has the strictest gun laws in the world, they say, and certainly in the United States. And look what's happening over there. You take a look at Baltimore, tremendously strict. So many of the places so strict. Those are the places that have the biggest problem. We have a mental health problem. We also have an illegal immigrant problem. You know, a lot of the gangs, it's true, a lot of the gangs in St. Louis and Ferguson, a lot of the gangs in Chicago, and the toughest and the meanest, the worst dudes in Baltimore, you've seen it, they're illegal immigrants. And I'll tell you one thing, if I get in, they are going to be gone so fast out of this country. They're going to be gone so fast. I mean, you take a look what's happening, and you have illegal immigrants at gangs that you wouldn't even believe. They're going to be gone. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. A lot of questions in this group. Wow. How long are we going to be doing this? There are a lot of questions. They're great questions, but we got a lot of people out there. Go ahead.
Mr. Trump,
Hi.
you are in Patriots country. You mentioned Tom Brady.
I am Patriots country, and I mentioned Tom Brady. That's
yes,
right.
and the judge wants the two sides to settle. Do you think Brady should settle with the NFL?
Leave Tom Brady alone, right? We love Tom Brady. Well, as you know, he's a very good friend of mine. I know Tom Brady. Tom Brady is an honest guy. He's a great guy. He's a great champion and winner. Leave him alone. Yes.
Our bridges are crumbling, as are many across the
Well, the
Northeast.
infrastructure of the country is crumbling.
And that's my question. What would you do to improve infrastructure around here?
It's a great question. We have to rebuild the infrastructure of the United States. We're spending money supporting countries that don't even like us. We're giving military weapons to countries that flee as soon as they hear a bullet is shot. I always tell the story of 2,300 Humvees, armor-plated, the best in the world. A bullet goes off and everybody runs and the enemy takes over. Think of it, 2,300. We have to rebuild our country. We have to rebuild our military. Our military is going to be so strong that nobody is going to mess with us. Nobody. Okay? And our vets are going to be taken care of. Yes, ma'am. Well, it's coming. I mean, you see the immigration plan, build a wall. Who likes the idea of the wall? I love it. Somebody said you can't build a wall. You know, the Great Wall of China is 13,000 miles. This wall is 2,000. It's really less, but you really need 1,000. So they could do 2,000 years ago, they could build the Great Wall of China, but then they say, how do you build 1,000 miles? Give me a break. So easy, and it'll be great. Yes, sir, go ahead. No, I don't think you have to raise taxes at all. There's so much fat in Washington that if somebody got in that knew what they were doing, you don't have to raise taxes. We want to lower taxes. We want to lower taxes. All right, one more question. Yes, go ahead. Well, I may change them around. I know hedge fund guys that pay almost nothing and they make a fortune. I want to see lower taxes, and I'm going to make a determination. But on some people, they're not doing their fair share. These hedge fund guys, I hate to say, many are friends of mine, and most of them support Hillary Clinton and Jeb Bush, just so you understand. They're not supporting me because I told them I don't want your money. But the hedge fund guys have to pay up. Okay, one or two more. Go ahead. Yes.
Who do you want to face in a general, Hillary or...
Who do I want to face in the... I really don't care. And I haven't focused on them. I'm focusing on the 16 people that right now are looking to do well. Most of them are not doing well at all. A poll just came out, you probably saw, the Gravis poll, and that poll is, we're at 40%, more than 40%. Yesterday you had a great poll come out, that's at 28%. We're doing great. In New Hampshire, we're at 35%. The public policy, which is 35%. We're leading in Iowa. We're leading in New Hampshire. We're leading in South Carolina, North Carolina, the state of Nevada, the state of Florida. Here you have a governor and a senator from Florida. And not only leading, but leading by a lot. People want to see real change, not Obama change, but real change, really positive. And you know what they want to see more than anything else? They want to see victory. We don't have victories anymore. This country doesn't have victories anymore. And they're going to see so many victories, they may get tired of winning that much. I don't know. It's possible they'll get tired of winning that much. You're going to see so many victories if I'm elected president. Okay? Okay. Thank you all very much. I've got to go. You know, we had a tremendous crowd at the airport. It was amazing. I hope they were able to come over here. But we were greeted with hundreds and hundreds of people at the airport. There's something happening. There's a movement going on. Call it silent majority. Call it whatever you want. But there is a movement going on. Thank you all very much.
All right, guys, that is a wrap on Donald Trump's press conference in Massachusetts. We're going to go back to what we were watching earlier. That is John McCain